All right, so I'm not sure if the title of this video is gonna basically give the premise away and be self-explanatory or not, but there's a hard and fast rule that I've followed since the beginning of going vegan. If you're having trouble figuring out if a product that you're buying is like a good value or not, basically the way that I decide if something is worth it or not is I follow the 1 cent per calorie rule. If it's above 1 cent per calorie, I essentially put it into like a luxury category that's sort of reserved for like specialty fruits and maybe like really, really special occasions, like if I'm eating out or something like that. Now, obviously those of you who can do basic math are gonna say, well, if I'm eating 3,000 calories, then my day is gonna cost me $30 of food a day. Well, yes, that's true. That's still a reasonable amount of cost in my opinion, especially if you're living in like Southern California. That's at the high end of what you want to be spending, or at least what I want to be spending. You multiply that out by 30 days a month, that's like $900 of food if you're eating 100% of your calories at home. Well, obviously not all food is going to be that expensive. That's just sort of the maximum that I use. So I want to cover like products basically that are, either a good deal or a bad deal. I'm going to use an example right here. These are some sweet cranberry pecan oat clusters by this brand, Love Grown Foods. I bought these for a camping trip, and I was willing to pay whatever it costs, but we're going to use this as an example. Nutrition facts here. Hopefully this isn't too boring. We've got servings per container, 11, and we've got 130 calories here. Now, if you multiply that out, that's like 1,400 calories. So this particular product was like $6 or $7. To me, that's a pretty fair deal for the amount of calories that you're getting. You're getting a lot of energy for a pretty small amount of money, basically. So some fruits are not going to fall into that. Like I said, strawberries, sometimes papayas, things like that. We're also going to do a little experiment right now with bananas. I'm going to weigh out a banana and we're going to peel it, and then we're going to see how much actual edible portion you get, the meat of the banana versus the peel. And then we're going to see if bananas are actually as good of a deal as people really think they are. All right, so here we have one, I'd say pretty standard sized banana, 160 grams. Now I'm going to peel this thing and we're going to see how much actual flesh we get out of it. Okay, back to the banana. Peeled banana, whole thing, 110 grams. That's going to leave us with about, 50 grams of waste product and 110 grams of flesh. Now, 160 grams, you divide that into a pound. So in 1 pound of bananas, you basically get almost 3 full-size bananas. So we can multiply this 110 out. We'll assume that the bananas are the same size. So that's 330 grams of actual edible meat. So how many calories is that? So it turns out that 100 grams of banana flesh is about 90 calories. So we'll round up to 90 calories. Almost 3 bananas, so times 90 calories. That's about 270 calories. We'll call it 250 even. So you're going to get about 250 calories per $1 for bananas. It's a pretty good value, and that's even with organic bananas. Obviously, if you buy conventional bananas, you can find those for 50 cents a pound sometimes. So clearly, bananas are definitely passing the test. It's a great cheap way to get calories. Let's see what else we can find. All right, we've got organic black beans here. These are like $1 a can sometimes. So how many calories we get out of these bad girls? Okay, so about 100 calories per 3.5 servings. So that's 350 calories per can of beans. A ton of protein, obviously. And yeah, that's pretty solid. So 350 calories for $1, definitely passing the test. So obviously black beans are good to go. And so on and so on and so on. You could do this yourself with any type of food. I really recommend it. It's just a good, fast rule that you can use in the market if you're buying products and you're looking at the back of the labels and you're trying to figure out if it's like fair price or whatever for whatever it is. So use that next time you're shopping around, and hopefully it saves you a couple bucks. Like the video if you guys thought this was informational, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks. Bye.